Hey bitches, it's Mommy Tyler. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. Hey, if you're not, welcome back. It's been a minute. Today is August 13, 2024. Oh my god, not me forgetting the year. And it's my 3 years since I started estrogen for my transition. So yeah, I'm technically 3 years old today. I'm just kidding. But if you couldn't tell by the title, I wanted to do like a little update of my life with you guys while doing my makeup. I hope you guys enjoy. I have been told to post more on YouTube, so to those people who have been asking, period, here you go. Who's ready for this fucking tea? And if any of you guys were wondering, I did prep my skin with this sunscreen. That's also what I use like on a daily basis for my sunscreen. And I don't use a primer, so that's all I do for like the base. Now I'm gonna use this e.l.f. hydrating camo finish for my eyelids to do eyeshadow. So while I'm blending this out, I just kind of want to talk about my transition for a little bit. Like I said earlier, today is my 3 years since I started estrogen, which is like so crazy to me. So grateful and happy to still be on this journey. Currently looking into getting my boobs done. I'm planning to get like a size C, I think would be good for my like proportions. So yeah, that's fun. And speaking of surgery, I'm also getting surgery done tomorrow actually so I thought I had a hemorrhoid on my ass, but it's not. It was just a skin tag. I don't really like how it looks. I'm getting it removed tomorrow, kind of just for like the aesthetic of not wanting it. Kind of nervous about surgery tomorrow, but it's whatever. I just hope it's not a awful recovery. All right, next, I think I'm gonna dip into this palette that my friend gave me. It's called Natasha Denona. Okay, this is what she's giving. I really like this green color because I'm wearing this green romper. We're gonna dip into her. I want to put this like right here. I'm just like tapping it in. All right, and then also talking about things that are coming up. My grandma and I are going to go see, because if you guys don't know me, I'm like really close with my grandma, first of all. And second of all, her and I really love RuPaul's Drag Race. And she got us both tickets to go see the All Stars 9 casts, which I'm excited for, of course. Love Drag Race. On August 19th, my friend Lance and I, we are going to see Ice Spice perform in concert, which I'm really excited for. You think you're the shit, bitch? You're not even a queef. Like, if you didn't see on my TikTok, I went to the club. I've been clubbing pretty recently, which I've never done in my life before because I'm like only 22. So this year I've kind of been just like, you know, clubbing with friends, drinking a little bit here and there. And my friend and I, we went to the club. It was in June because it was for Pride Month. We went to West Hollywood and we were having a good time. Like, it was an amazing night until somebody had the nerve to steal my friend Alex's phone and my phone. They went into my purse and stole my phone and my wallet. And I don't know where my friend had her phone. I think it was in her pocket, but it's just crazy. Beware of that shit if you go out clubbing or just like out in general. People love to pickpocket and it's just disgusting. Oh yeah, also tomorrow's my mom's birthday. I'm getting surgery, but it's her birthday as well, which is, I know, kind of fucked up, but I asked her if I can get it done and she said I could, so I am, period. All right, next I want to use this shade Relief. It's really cute and like pink. Just putting that right next to the green color. Another kind of update is for some of you who have seen my FFS video where I got surgery done on my face. It has been almost 2 years since I got that done. This is what my face is looking like with, you know, like the minimal makeup that I have on, but it's been almost 2 years. November 22nd of this year will make it my 2 years. But yeah, I feel amazing. No regrets here. Very happy with my decision. This is kind of giving Christmas right now. That is not what I was trying to go for. Oh no. I actually performed in drag for the first time ever. What was it, like a couple weeks ago with my friends Lance and Jacob. Their drag names are Ashlyn and Amanda. And I really liked it, so I think I might be interested in dabbling into that a little bit more. Well, after using this color, I kind of want to do this one that I was originally gonna do, this orangey one called Calm. I'm just gonna put that right next to the other color. Hope this doesn't turn out weird. I'm gonna make it look cute, hopefully. So off camera, I went and kind of exaggerated eyeshadow a little bit, like reapplied some more color. But I wanted to talk about my transition again. I stopped doing estrogen shots and now I do estrogen pills, which I take every night. But I also just started back up on spironolactone in February because my skin was doing really awful, like with acne. And since then, my skin has been amazing. So glad that I've done that. And it's also been helping my boobs grow a little bit more, I think. Girl, I'm sitting on the floor and my fucking legs are going numb. All right, for the next shade, I want to use this brown one called Mindful because I'm very mindful, very demure. Oh, I fear this is gonna eat. Now I'm gonna use this concealer again to cut my crease. This is giving fucking Christmas. So yeah, after fixing the crease, I'm gonna add this shade from Makeup by Mario's palette. Alright, so I think the eyeshadow is pretty much done for the most part. Now we're gonna move on to face. So for my foundation, I'm gonna be using this concealer from Born This Way. I'm using the shade Cream Puff. Now we're gonna use our trusty beauty blender and blend this bitch out. Now that that's done, I'm gonna get into liquid contour from Charlotte Tilbury. And I fear I've held off long enough, and it's time to talk about the elephant in the room, which I think we all know is my breakup with my ex-boyfriend, Justin Blake. So obviously breakups are like a huge deal, and Justin, my ex-boyfriend, he was my first ever real like relationship and boyfriend, period. Like I had no other boyfriend before dating him. We went through a lot together. We had a lot of happy moments. We really loved each other for like a long time, and I still do love and care for him. It's just a lot different now. I don't know how he feels about me, but we do talk here and there on text message if we like need something from each other or if we're just like checking up on each other. So we're like pretty cool, and I don't want you guys to send him any hate for this video. I just don't want to see him get hate, and you know, I don't think we need to spread hate, girl. But anyway, I'm moving on to blush right now. I'm using e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Coral Crush. And then this is a mini Rare Beauty blush liquid in the shade Happy. But yeah, him and I, we dated for 6 years. Started dating November 2nd, 2017, I believe. And broke up January 31st of 2024, this year. It obviously was hard for me to have to break up with him, but I just, you know, I couldn't be with him after what he did to me. So we broke up. And besides, we weren't the most healthy relationship. Like, we argued a lot. Like, I feel a lot more than a normal relationship. And for example, when we had our own apartment, he would always scream so loud when we were fighting, and I would tell him to like not be so loud, but he wouldn't listen because he was obviously like really mad at whatever he was mad at the time. That our neighbors would always call the cops, thinking obviously like someone was in danger or just like being a disturbance to the neighbors. And that happened multiple times, not just once or twice. It was like 3, 4, 5 times the cops were called on our apartment. I'm not trying to air out all of our dirty laundry, but that was just an example of, you know, how bad things were. And, you know, that's on both of us for staying. We really cared about each other. At least I know I cared about him. And I wish him, like, honestly, nothing but the best. Even now, after what he did to me. So you guys are probably like, bitch, tell us what he did. So, like I've been saying, our relationship wasn't the greatest to begin with. And he was just like going out and hanging with his friends all the time and not really giving me the time of day. We were, like I said before, always fighting and just not communicating correctly. On Halloween of last year, 2023, Justin and I went with Mika to a bowling alley for Halloween with a couple of friends. We knew everybody there besides this one girl that was friends with Justin's friend. But now I'm going to be using this e.l.f. concealer to highlight, you know, certain portions of my face. So yeah, we're all dressed up. I was dressed as Raven from Teen Titans, and my ex was Beast Boy. My idea, of course. I was always the one coming up with ideas for us to do, you know, like fun things. Cause like, I just love doing fun things. Like, sorry, I don't like just sitting in the house and doing nothing all day. That's not even shade, it's just, you know, what we did. So we get to the bowling alley and we meet up with our friends along with this new girl, and we're all having fun, you know, she's cool. Everybody's like living for our looks. We're bowling, taking cute pictures. And I don't remember if we went back home straight from the bowling alley after that night or what we did, but that's like not really relevant. We just met this girl, had a good time, and yeah, that's basically it. We met this girl. Let's call her Mary. So after Halloween, my ex became really close with the girl who brought Mary to bowling, and he also became really close with Mary, which I was fine with. I mean, like, my ex, he was a trans man and wasn't very comfortable, you know, like having a lot of guy friends, which I was able to sympathize with because, you know, guys can be scary. And yeah, I never really had guy friends growing up too, so I was like, it's fine, you know. And I was cool with a lot of his friends. I was even cool with this Mary chick. But yeah, we would always go hanging out. My ex, myself, and Mary, we became like really close. We would go out to get food a lot. We would just like watch TV together. We would all party together. And yeah, it was a vibe. But after a while, my ex became like really, really close with her. After only knowing her for a couple of months, they were Snapchatting nonstop, like nonstop. It was a problem. I would tell him all the time, like, can you get off your phone? I don't care if we're just like watching TV. I want to watch TV with you, not have you on your phone while I'm trying to spend time with you. And he would argue with me about that. And me and her were friends, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, I was not having it, but I wasn't gonna confront Mary because I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna tell my boyfriend to stop being annoying and Snapchatting her all the time. But it would always cause a fight anytime I told him to stop talking to her all the time and to just like give me the time of day as well. So yeah, he didn't like me telling him to stop texting her. I was like, fine, you know what, I'll deal with it. I'll just watch TV and like play games or do whatever to entertain myself while he's doing that. But a lot of the times he would go out with Mary to like wherever they would go. I don't even know at this point. To her house, to get food, to drop someone off like an hour, 2 hours away. It was always something that like I couldn't come and I had to stay to babysit the dog that him and I had. I have a tattoo for her right here, which is her paw print and her name. I really love her, but she is not with me because my ex took her, which is, I guess, kind of valid because he is the one who wanted to adopt her in the first place, but I am the one who helped put down money for adopting her and helped raise him just as much as he did with her. But, you know, it is what it is. nothing I can really do about it. And plus, I am staying with my family. It is a packed apartment that we live in. It's not a house. And there's 3 cats. I would do almost anything to have her here with me. I'm just glad that she's safe, and I hope she's happy where she is right now. I love her so much. She was a part of my life for at least 5.5 years or so. Like, she was and is such an angel. Anyways, continuing on to me always having to stay home while they went out, right? I will say at times he would compromise and be like, okay, we can just bring her out with us. And he would offer to stay in, but then I would feel bad and just like tell him, if you really want to go out, like, go do that. I don't want to like hold you back from having fun and doing what you want to do, because like I wasn't. I just, you know, hated the situations that I was put in and how I was made to feel. But, you know. Now I'm using Fenty Beauty Powder in the shade Lavender to set my face, girl. But yeah, he would compromise, and I really liked the girl, so I was fine with hanging out with her all the time and letting Justin, I hate saying his name nowadays, letting my ex go hang out with her. It had just got to a point where I felt like he wanted to hang out with her more than me, considering all the times he would Snapchat her, want to hang out with her, would hang out with her. It just didn't feel good. So I, of course, would ask him questions like, do you like her? Do you want to fuck her? Do y'all fuck? Like, is she your girlfriend? And he would always get really annoyed and defensive when I would ask that. So I just stopped asking, and like, I honestly just tried to stop giving a fuck, because he kept telling me that what I was feeling was not true and what I was thinking wasn't true, and that he loved me, and that, you know, we weren't perfect, but he was wanting to stay with me, otherwise he would have left. And I was like, okay, I believe you. So, you know, I just tried to shut up about it and chalk it up to, you know, they're just best friends after knowing each other for 2 to 3 months. Right. Now I'm using Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. And this is what I use as like a contour and a bronzer. So yeah, they're best friends after 2 months basically. And I'm like, fuck it. This is my new normal, whatever, you know, he goes through phases and moments of, you know, really wanting to talk to people and hang out with people. I knew him really well. I thought, like, you know, him and I were gonna get married, and for some reason, you know, he was my first boyfriend. I was delusional. I wanted it to work, and yeah, I thought we were gonna get married for some reason. So like I said, we met her the last day of October, so we had known her for, like I said, 2 months by the time January 1st came around. January 1st, we were gonna celebrate New Year's at my ex-boyfriend's place, where I stayed, of course. And yeah, we were having a party. Miss, what the fuck was her name again? Mary was invited, of course. Why wouldn't she be? And a few other friends. But we were all drinking. Mary was kind of an alcoholic and drank every day a lot until she was fucked up. And, you know, my ex hung out with her like almost every day, so he of course drank with her because, you know, she was a great influence and amazing friend. And I would tell my ex too, I was like, why are you drinking so much? Like, are you okay? Like, what the fuck is going on? He was like, no, you know, I'm young, I want to have fun. I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of fucking fun you're having there, but I let him do his thing. I'm not gonna control him. I can't control him. I did just let him know, like, it's fucking crazy what he's doing. But yeah, we're all drinking and I'm pretty drunk at this point. It's past New Year's Eve. It's officially like January 1st. We're all lit. And I, being tipsy, drunk, whatever, hear my ex ask Mary something along the lines of, do you think I look cute? And I was just like, I heard that and I was like, what the fuck? And I just heard her laughing and be like, Justin! And I was just like, oh god, this is making me want to throw up. Not a good feeling at all. It sucked, especially with all of the background knowledge that I've given you guys. And for blush, I used Juvia's Place Volume 2, this shade. And now I'm using this blush from L'Oreal. I don't fucking know the shade, bitch, but it's orange. I went into the bathroom, wanted to cry. I like kind of had a panic attack moment. And shortly after I went in there, my ex came to the door, like knocking and saying if I was okay. And I was not okay, girl. Let's just say that. After that night and after that moment, I kind of just like was fucked up mentally a lot. And yeah, I brought up to him what happened a lot, and I was pissed at him, and I was like, why did you say that? How do you actually feel about her? What's going on? You know, the whole 9 yards. You know, like as I should though, like I should have been annoyed. I was pissed, but most of all, I was fucking hurt. Like, it makes you question, like, what is wrong with you? Why is he hitting on another person when you're literally right in front of him? It's awful feeling, girl. Now I'm wiping off this powder, by the way, from Fenty Beauty, obviously. So yeah, basically after January 1st of this year, I questioned all of his, like, intentions with being friends with Mary. I questioned her intentions in being friends with my ex, due to how like she giggled and acted around him. Yeah, I was very in my head about every little thing that I fucking literally went crazy, girl. Like, I would question a lot of the times while hanging out with Mary and my ex after that. I was wondering, do they even want me around? Like, am I only around to like make things less suspicious about them too? A whole bunch of shit, you know? And throughout the whole month of January, I was very stressed to the point of like I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and by the time it got to like January 9th, I was like really concerned for my health. I had talked to my family about staying with them for a little while until I feel better back in California. I was staying in Minnesota with my ex, so I hopped on a plane to fucking California for a couple weeks, I believe. Now I'm using a one size setting spray. Yeah, I was out here in California for a couple weeks, just like trying to get my mind off of things, you know, the whole out of sight, out of mind kind of vibe is what I was trying to go for. And did it work? Not one bit, no. But it was nice seeing my family and doing things to, you know, try and help make myself feel better. I flew back to Minnesota sometime in January. My ex and Mary have gotten a lot closer when I got back, and I was still very confused and pissed off. Dipping back into this eyeshadow a little bit for a little touch up. So yeah, when I got back to Minnesota from California, my ex had asked me if Mary could come with him to the airport to pick me up. Of course he did. When the whole time I was in California was because Mary had induced all of this stress in my relationship. But not just to blame it on her, my ex-boyfriend also, of course. So yeah, when he asked me that, I think I told him no, I don't want her to come. And I think he made up some excuse for her to have to come. And that was obviously annoying as fuck. They hung out like every single day since I got back, and I hadn't mentioned it yet to you guys, but Mary was also in a relationship with a man she was dating for 5 years or so. And my ex and I were together for, like I said, 6 years before we broke up. So yeah, her ex-boyfriend, I think, broke up with her because she was always hanging out with Justin. So yeah, that's fucked, right? 2 relationships ruined because 2 couldn't voice how they felt about each other to said partners. Now I'm doing my eyebrows. This NYX eyebrow glue. I almost forgot where I was in the story, but one day while we were hanging out, we went over to, I keep forgetting her fake name, Mary's, and we helped her pack her stuff to move out of her ex-boyfriend's apartment because they broke up. And while helping her pack and moved into her grandma's place, my ex and her were like really touchy throughout the whole packing process, and I think he had said or done some specific things that really like made me question a lot of things. So when we were in the car at her grandma's place and him and I were next to each other, I was talking to him about everything and how I felt, and he was just mad at me, you know, like very defensive mad. So that of course made me mad and sad. It got to the point where I was just like crying because I couldn't describe how I felt. And we were just surrounded by Mary's family over text message. I was like, just tell me, like, I've been stressing for over a month now how you feel about Mary, and I can't keep doing this. I'm so, like, exhausted. And then he was just like, I have feelings for her, but I'm scared to explore it because I'm with you. And I was just like, obviously, we're fucking dating. And I was like, if you felt this way and you knew you felt this way for however long and you didn't tell me, that's so fucked up because you're wasting my time and making me feel crazy and look stupid while you're over there forming a connection with somebody else who was also in a relationship. Fucked. That was the vacuum in the background. But yeah, that's the big T. He caught feelings for another girl. I don't know if he like had sex with her while he was dating me. They both cheated emotionally on their exes. Honestly, because we were so like on social media as like Jyler, everybody should know what went down. And that's why I'm explaining it, because I feel like I should. It took me a while to even want to make this video because I didn't even want to like talk bad about him, even though, you know, he did me so wrong and made me feel so crazy. But I just like really cared about him, and I still do, of course. I love how he was genuinely happy with this girl. I could see like the difference in him. It was really sad, but nice to also see, because he was always very depressed and angry at just everything, and he would take it out on me a lot, which of course was shit. But you live and you learn. And yeah, we broke up January 31st. That was the day I think also Mary and her ex broke up. I was devastated. I packed all my shit that was at his place within like a day or two, maybe 3 days. And I took what I could on a plane on February 4th, a couple days after my birthday, which was February 2nd, and his birthday was the 1st. We were dealing with this whole breakup situation and fighting and during our birthdays. Whose fault was that? His. So who had the better birthday? Him. I was fucking packing, crying, stressing, hardly able to even eat the food that I bought myself. It was a time that I won't ever forget. Yeah, that's basically everything. He kept the dog. He emotionally cheated on me. We fought all the time. And I don't think we were meant to be, but that's okay. We learned a lot from each other. So I'm very grateful to him for that and for so many other things. But I wish him nothing but the best, honestly. And yeah, that is the update on that whole breakup situation. And I hope you all are finally at peace, because I was constantly asked what happened. Alright, next I'm going to be doing my mascara with the one size. Now I'm going to use this eyeliner from Urban Decay called When Doves Cry for my waterline. And then now I'm using this highlighter from Fenty Beauty called How Many Carats. And I'm going to put it under my eyebrow, under my eye a little bit, a little on my chin. And now that this has been sitting for a while. But yeah, since my breakup, I've gotten a little bit of lip filler done. I've been getting laser hair removal done. I learned how to do my own laundry. Now I'm using the shade Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury as my lip liner. I've been watching like a lot of new TV shows like Love is Blind, Love Island, lots of love shows. I also have been working out a little bit. I kind of stopped recently, but plan to get back into it. So I think I'm done. I like the results, and I'm gonna spray myself one more time with the setting spray. Alright, this is indeed the final makeup look. I'm having a little piece of gum now. Not sponsored. I just wanted gum. I might end up adding lashes later, but right now I feel like this looks cute. It's just my natural lashes. Giving feminine demure energy. Thank you, cunts, for watching. If you haven't already, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the mug. Let me know your thoughts on the video. Make sure to subscribe, turn post notice on. Follow my other social medias in the description below. Keep up with the doll. I'm honestly just like really glad I made this video. This is definitely something I've been wanting to talk about and post for a while. I really love you guys, and I'm so grateful for you guys for all all your support always. Thankful for all the support you guys have given my ex and I during our past relationship. So yeah, just don't send any hate to him. Obviously, don't send hate to me. Don't send hate to anybody. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I guess I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want more makeup content. Let me know what other content you would want to see. And yeah, bye.